Got that. My son out of this. What's up, man? So, yeah, man, I'm probably going to be doing you probably already saw, but I'm probably going to be doing a NFL mock draft here. Simulator, I might only do, I don't know how many rounds I'm going to do yet, but we'll see. What's this? Mute. I think I'm just going to do 2 rounds. I don't know. Maybe I'll do 3 rounds. I don't think after 3 rounds it really matters. I honestly should do all 7 rounds, to be honest. That'd be interesting to see where I go. There's so much going on. I don't even know, man, with these drafts anymore. It'd be interesting. You know what? I'm going to pull up an already NFL mock draft 21. Let's see what they got going on. Let's see what the experts really have to say. Patriots trade up to number 4. Complete 7-round edition pairs, 2021 mock draft. Paste. Oh. So yeah, man. (2021 mock drafts. Go anyway, man, really. What we got here? 2021. Kyle Pitts. That's funny, man. That's funny. Honestly, my mock draft yesterday was looking a lot like this one. I had Fields going out to San Francisco. I had Wilson going to the Jets. And I had, obviously, Trevor Lawrence going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I did have Kyle Pitts going to the Atlanta Falcons. But supposedly, you hear stuff every day, man. Patriots are going to pull up, trade up. I mean, teams could trade up. You know, obviously the Miami Dolphins aren't going to trade up or anything, but okay. See, I had actually Kyle Pitts going to the Carolina Panthers. This is what I had. I had Kyle Pitts going to the Carolina Panthers. But it looks like they have him going to the Falcons. At one point I did have Kyle Pitts going to the Falcons. Let's see. I did have Rashawn Slater going to Jalen Waddle. I've had him. Elijah Barrett-Tucker, Christian Darrisaw, Tulsa, cornerback. It might not even be worth doing this, man. Because honestly, my draft looks just like this. I can go ahead and do another. I'm only gonna do. I don't know, man. I'll put 3 rounds in, but I'll probably get tired and not even want to do all of it. But let's go. Let's go. Let's start the draft. All right. So we all know Trevor Lawrence, Jaguars, Zach Wilson. He'll probably go to the Jets. Fields. Honestly, I don't think Justin Fields, if he goes out to San Francisco, I don't think he'll be good. I think it'll just be Justin Fields out in San Francisco. I think it'll be, if anything, it's just going to be a status, man. He'll go out to San Francisco. He'll be up in the Bay Area. He'll join Stephen Curry. He'll join all the greats up there in the Bay Area. And maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe he does bring him to the Super Bowl, you know? think about a rookie going out to San Francisco and doing something, compared to like we see all these rookies. They're going to your typical spots. We all, everybody's going to Cleveland. All these rookies go to Philly. All these rookies go to all these different places. But, like they never do anything. When's the last time a rookie really went out to San Francisco and brought the San Francisco 49ers to the first round, or brought the San Francisco 49ers to the playoffs? They might do it, who knows? Um, so, I mean, it's interesting. It could happen. Um, but yeah, man, it's cool. Gotta love it, bro. Gotta love it. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm gonna put Justin Fields out to the San Francisco 49ers. Funny, the Atlanta Falcons, do they take Kyle Pitts at 4? They might throw a wrench in on everybody and say, man, we don't even need a tight end. We need some defense. Atlanta Falcons might say, hey man, we need some defense. We got Patrick Surtain II over there in Alabama. The bottom line is this where the Patriots trade up to 4? The Patriots might very well trade up to 4. They're pick 15. They're up there. The Patriots trade up to 4 with the Atlanta Falcons. You see what I'm saying? And maybe get, I don't know. Who? According to this, the Patriots need a quarterback, wide receiver, and cornerback. I mean, who knows? Are the Patriots really going to waste their time? Are the Patriots going to trade up and maybe get a Jamar Chase out of LSU? They got Cam Newton. They need some weapons for the guy. Do they go out and get a Jamar Chase? I don't know. But as of now, I can't really trade up. So as of now, we got Trevor Lawrence going to the Clemson, Zach Wilson, BYU, Justin Fields, Ohio State. Pick number 4, we have the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to play it safe for now. And I'm going to say that the Atlanta Falcons get I'm going to change it up a little bit here. I'm going to say the Atlanta Falcons go ahead and get Patrick Surtain II, a cornerback. The Cincinnati Bengals get Penei Sewell out of Oregon. The Miami Dolphins. This is where I say they do need a tackle guard. I'm going to say the Miami Dolphins get the first tackle off the board and they get Rashawn Slater. No, I'm going to say they take Christian Barmore, defensive interior out of Alabama. This is where I think the Detroit Lions are going to get their man Jamar Chase. Carolina Panthers. I'm going to play it safe, man. I'm going to go, honestly, Kyle Pitts, I'm going to say it falls to the Carolina Panthers. That's where Kyle Pitts is going to go. He's going to go to the Carolina Panthers. I have a feeling he's going to drop to pick 8. Somehow, some way, he's going to drop to pick 8. And the Carolinas are going to pick up Kyle Pitts. Sam Darnold needs some weapons. Kyle Pitts falls to it. On the clock, this is where I say the Denver Broncos get Micah Parsons, linebacker out of Penn State. The Dallas Cowboys. This is honestly where I'm going to say the Dallas Cowboys get Trevon Moehrig out of TCU, safety. Tackle, guard, edge. I'm going to say Rashawn Slater goes to the Giants. Quarterback. I'm going to say Trey. I don't know. You got Trey Lance. I'm going to say Jalen Waddle goes to the Philadelphia Eagles. Tackle, guard, cornerback. I'm going to say, honestly, this is where I think Christian Darrisaw is going to end up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Tackle, guard, edge, safety. I'm going to say the Minnesota Vikings get Walker Little out of Stanford. On the clock, I'm going to say quarterback. New England Patriots get their man Mac Jones. Mac Jones goes to the New England Patriots. On the clock, Arizona Cardinals, tight end, defensive interior, cornerback. I'm going to say they get Greg Newsome II. Yeah, I'm going to say they get Greg Newsome II. That's what I'm going to say. Greg Newsome II. Tackle, guard, cornerback, safety for the Las Vegas Raiders. Tackle, guard, cornerback, safety. Honestly, for the hell of it, I'm going to say the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to stay safe. I'm going to say the Las Vegas Raiders get Tevin Jenkins out of OSU. On the clock, tackle, guard. We already gave the Miami Dolphins defensive interior. They're going to, honestly, I think the Miami Dolphins, they're going to go defensive interior first, their very first pick. They're going to get a big dude out of Alabama, bring him over to Miami. On the clock, tackle, guard. I'm going to say this is probably where Miami looks at bringing in. I don't know, man. If they're on pick 18 and Elijah Vera Tucker's still on the board, I think they bring in a guy like Elijah Vera Tucker. This is where I think the Washington football team gets lucky, and they get Trey Lance out of North Dakota State. I think they get Trey Lance out of North Dakota. They need a wide receiver. Devontae Smith is still on the board. You say, hey, we got Ryan Fitzpatrick. We're going all in with Ryan Fitzpatrick, man, and we're gonna get him some weapons to play for a year. Hey, we got next year. We got draft 2022. We still got second and third round to go and all these different rounds. We can still pick up a quarterback. But unfortunately, I do think the Washington football team will pick up Trey Lance. On the clock, quarterback, wide receiver. I think the Bears, they need to bring in something. I don't know. Do they go defense? Do they go offense? They just brought Andy Dalton in. There's Devontae Smith is on the board. I say Devontae Smith. And then you Bateman too, though. I'm going to say Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota goes to Chicago. I'm going to say this is where, honestly, still got Devontae Smith on the board, but I'm going to say the Colts stay steady and they get Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss. This is where I'm going to say Devontae Smith falls to the Tennessee Titans. Devontae Smith to the Tennessee Titans, wide receiver. On the clock, New York Jets, quarterback, guard, edge, cornerback. I'm going to say this is where the Jets, honestly, get a guy like Kwity Paye out of Michigan. On the clock, Pittsburgh Steelers, quarterback, tackle, guard. Let's say the Steelers get a dude like Dylan Radunz, tackle out of North Dakota State. On the clock, quarterback, tight end. We already get, obviously, Trevor Lawrence. They need tackle, safety. Let's see here. I'm going to say, I don't know. They need some weapons for. I'm going to say the Jacksonville Jaguars get a dude like Terrence Marshall Jr., right? I don't know. Now, I'm going to say they get Rondale Moore out of Purdue to come with Trevor Lawrence, right? Or, I don't know. Now, you know what? I'm going to say the Jacksonville Jaguars get Alex Leatherwood, tackle out of Alabama. On the clock, defensive interior edge. I think this is where the Cleveland Browns go ahead and get Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah out of Notre Dame. This is where I'm going to say that the Baltimore Ravens are going to get their man Terrace Marshall. I think they're going to beat the New Orleans Saints. They're going to get Terrace Marshall before the New Orleans Saints can. And then obviously the New Orleans Saints, they need a cornerback. I think this is where J.C. Horn might actually end up. I think J.C. Horn might actually end up with the cornerback out of South Carolina will end up with the Saints. Wide receiver, linebacker, cornerback. I think this is where Caleb Farley, Virginia Tech cornerback, goes to Green Bay. I honestly just see Azeez Ojulari out of Georgia going to Buffalo edge. This is where another edge. I think this is where the Kansas City Chiefs pick up Jalen Phillips, edge out of Miami. Last but not least, I say the Pittsburgh Steelers get a safety. Who's that one? Jamar Johnson. 2. This is why I'm going to say the Jacksonville Jaguars get lucky and they're able, hey, guess what? Rondale Moore's still on the board. We're going to see the next best wide receiver, man. Actually, I'm going to say they need a back. So Travis Etienne out of Clemson goes there. Falcons need an edge. I'm going to say this is where they take. We already gave them Patrick Surtain. He's a cornerback. I'm going to say they build on it. They just take an edge. Jason Owa on the block. Tackle guard. I already gave him an edge. I think the Miami Dolphins, they got a DI and a tackle, DI and a tackle. So they need a guard or an edge. Guard or edge. I'm going to say they get their man Gregory Rousseau out of Miami. This is where I think Asante Samuel Jr. could end up. I think he's going to end up with the Eagles. Honestly, Jalen Waddle. Yeah, I think Asante Samuel Jr. falls with the Eagles. Tackle. I think Samuel Cosme out of Texas goes. Well, no. Need a wide receiver. I think Kadarius Toney falls to the Bengals. Tight end cornerback. Like I say, the Carolina Panthers got lucky as hell in round 1. They were able to get Kyle Pitts for Sam Darnold. I think next, though, they probably need to build on their defense. I think they see a guy like Pat Freiermuth, though, honestly, out of Penn State, and they're like, hey, let's pick him up. Tackle, linebacker, quarterback. The Denver Broncos, we gave the Denver Broncos in round 1, Micah Parsons, linebacker. I think this is where they probably start looking at. They need a tackle. Samuel Cosme still on the board out of Texas. He goes to the Denver Broncos. Pick 41. These boys pick up Nick Bolton. The Detroit Lions end up picking up David Collins. Tackle, edge. They need somebody for. I'm going to say they take Dame Brown out of North Carolina. San Francisco 49ers. They need somebody. They need a lot over there, man. But I'm going to say they get a guy like Jackson Carman. Tackle. They need a cornerback, though. I don't know. They might take Javon Holland out of Oregon. This is where tight end back. I think Jabril Cox falls to. We give him a safety in the first round. It's crazy, man. I think they get Joseph Osai, Texas. Crazy, man. There's a lot of good stuff here, man. Yeah, man. I've already kind of done like up to round 2. I'm just kind of throwing things out. I think it's going to be good. I do have a good feeling about this draft this year. There's a lot of good guys from what I can tell. I mean, I'm at pick 45 with the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's a lot of teams. You got the Jets got a lot of picks. The Jaguars got a lot of picks this year. The Jets, the Jaguars, the Dolphins. The most interesting thing I'm going to see is obviously who's going to trade up. Because the New England Patriots might trade up for pick 4. From what I can hear, that they want to trade up with the Atlanta Falcons. So that means they're pick 4. Who would they take? That mean that they want, who's really that good? Who's really on their radar? I mean, think about it. The Jets were to fall. If they traded up with the Jets and the Jets were still pick 15, they're pick 23. But they're definitely not going to get Zach Wilson. So, all right, guys, man. Peace out.